And I believe if you try to talk to Nada, look at this. Polo's gone, and Nada is turned off. What the hell is going on this space anomaly? I think that's a glitch. You're not supposed to be active. You're supposed to be turned off. No. Oh, he's like, oh yeah, I forgot. Welcome back to No Man's Sky, everyone. Jason here, and this is our Adrift walkthrough for the replays right before Christmas. Hopefully you guys are trucking along and getting things done. In the last episode, we got a lot of prep work done in Phase 1. But we also did a little bit of Phase 2 and a little bit of Phase 5. So, the big thing to remember is in the original, the spawn system, the spawn planet, you can get a lot of the milestones done in this first system. So you don't even need to go very far, and you can just truck along and do it at your own pace. So no rush on any of that. But in this episode, I think we're going to be able to get some extra cool stuff done. We're going to do a little bit of prep work. So we have room in our inventory. We need to keep our signal booster. Need that for later on. Ferrite dust is empty or done. We refined a whole bunch of rusted metal. So the next thing we want to look for is we have activated copper. We need to go down there and get some activated copper. However, there is going to be a dissidence planet. This is a corrupted planet. We actually have a milestone later on. We need to go and find a radiant shard. And we need to excavate, wait a minute. Restore a crashed ship. We can get both of these done on that planet because we just need one radiant shard. But while we're down there, we can find a Sentinel ship while we're down there, which is really, really awesome. And it has activated copper. Again, we're going to need to find that activated copper. So let's make sure I have enough room for all this stuff that we're about to pick up. Go down here, down here. We're going to need some, we're going to need to get some, what's it called? There we go. And 7. There. We need 250 for a later upgrade. So we need to keep 250 cadmium. The other 125 we can refine and get some chromatic metal from. So that's what we're going to try to do here. We're going to need a lot of chromatic metal. We can also get it here as well. The activated copper will give you a lot of chromatic metal. However, we still need to keep some as well. Just like with our cadmium, we need to keep a little bit of activated copper. Technically, you want to keep 100. You want a stack of 100 activated copper. Is this a... Is this someone's base? This is someone's base. All right, cool, I guess. We're not going to use their base because I don't want you guys to have to rely on someone's base that may or may not be here, like if they delete it or whatever. So we're going to ignore that, but we can go after these big crystals. This is what we need, radiant shard. And we only need one. Done and done. Easy enough. Look at that. Already we got that one done. We're going to get a warp hypercore plane and antimatter, which is good. But we can also look around for a resonator. We can also scan the animals and plants on this planet and get those knocked out. Those milestones, remember, from or from the first video. We were trying to get some plants scanned and some animals scanned. But let's look around for a resonator. There's one right there. So a dissident resonator is what we're going to be looking for because... Oh, we got our plants all done now. We're good on that one. Let's accept that reward. We're just knocking it out. First 5 minutes, we're just knocking out, you know, milestone after milestone. Supreme scanning upgrade and a healthy wheat block. Really? What is that? I don't even know what that is. What's a healthy wheat block? Oh, it's a friggin' cookie. Disgusting. Let's install these. Now we're overloaded. We have too many scanning upgrades. You can't have more than 3. And so now we need to choose which ones we want to keep. And it looks like we're getting rid of that one. That's the lowest one, so get rid of that one. Done. That's probably someone's base right there. We don't need to worry about that. So as we're going along, we can also get some more radiant shards. That way we can fix up a crashed ship here. Because a Sentinel ship will count towards your crashed ship. But make your way towards one of these cool machines right here. Now the secret is Sometimes these will randomly give you a chart to unlock a harmonic camp, and that will have a multi-tool and a crash ship location in there. But we need to get closer and see. So you see underneath Dissonant Resonator, it says Inverted Mirror in purple. That is the item you're going to get. We don't want to open this one up because we don't need an Inverted Mirror yet. We're going to need it later on, but not right now. So, let's scan the animal. Let's look for another resonator around here. There's another one right there. So let's head towards this one and see if we can get a chart. And we're looking for an echo locator. An echo locator. That's what we're looking for. This one has an inverted mirror as well. And that's the majority of what you're going to find. You know, most likely you're going to run into those. But every once in a while, they give you a good one. This one is an inverted mirror as well. Another way to do it, if you want to go the hard route, is if you kill sentinels until wave 5, if you go all the way up to the maximum wave, the maximum wanted level, basically the security level, they will just mark the location of a crash ship for you. However, you need to defeat all 5 waves of sentinels, and I don't recommend that. It's more of a pain in the butt. This is an easier way to do it. We'll get to what we get out of here. We're getting a inverted mirror, so that's not what we want. So I'm gonna keep looking. So I might cut this, and I'll see you guys when I find an echo chart. Boom! The next one. I didn't even have to cut it. Look at that. The next one is echo locator chart. You see that? That's what it says at the bottom. So that means we have to take out this one. Now, you can do it from a distance. That way the sentinels can't find you. However, it's really, really hard to do. You gotta be very, very careful, because if you shoot a sentinel, then they know exactly where it comes from. And if you're too close, they can see you shooting it, so they can tell, hey, Jason's up on that hill. What is he doing? So I think it's 150. I might not be able to do this one. I think it's 150 you need to be at least. Let's find out. I'm at 131. Yep, detected. I think it's 150 you need to be away from it. At least. If you can get farther, then do it. Oh, I got my echo locator. We're good. Now I'm running away. So if you're far enough away, and again, I think it's 150 at least, you can just stay out of the eyesight of the sentinels, and they'll leave you alone. All right. Echo locator acquired. Let's call in our ship. And we're going to fire off this chart that we just picked up. So put this down here. Where's our chart? There it is. Echo locator chart. And this literally marks the location of what's called a harmonic camp. And that's not technically a crash ship. However, the camp has a computer that will mark not only a location of a crash ship, but also it will have a multi-tool in there. And that is a really good thing, because you can get a really good multi-tool. Sentinel multi-tools are amazing. And so it's a really big benefit to get one of these early on in an expedition or just any playthrough. I highly, highly recommend Sentinel multi-tools, and I'll show you why when we get it. It's glorious. It's so freaking good. So here's our harmonic camp. It was right next to where we landed. That's great. I wasted that time, but oh well. That's fine. Whatever. It only took us a few minutes. So as we go into the harmonic camp, you can empty out these wheelbarrows, and they'll give you scrap. And these are randomized scrap, so you can get rusted metal. I just got a multi-tool expansion slot. Thank you. There we go. We're in that one. Viscous fluid. So just randomized junk in these wheelbarrows. Always beneficial to look at them, but you're not always going to get great stuff out of it. So the computer is what we want. We need to activate this computer, and once we unlock it, we will be able to get the multi-tool and the ship location from this. So let's see. Let's do scan the memory registers. And this will be your math problems. So 12 minus 3 is 9. 13, or 3 plus 12 is 15. And 3 plus 2 is 5. So it is 9, 15, 5. Those are the 3 numbers we have. 9, 15, 5. So let's pop those into the override glyphs. So we got to do a 9. Well, actually, they don't need to be in any order. So we have a 5. We have a 15. And then we have a 9. They don't need to be in any order as long as you get the correct number. And that would be glyph 9 right there. See that? Done. Easy peasy. That's unlocked. Compliance. Access granted. Harmony awaits you. There we are. So now we have our jetpack upgrade for our Sentinel jetpack. And now when we go back in here, we'll have different options. Deactivate the multi-tool seal. So we have a multi-tool box nearby. And then we can also look for a dissonant spike, which means a crashed Sentinel ship. There we are. So that'll mark the location of a crashed Sentinel ship. Which, heck yeah. Sentinel stuff is so good. I have a feeling they're not going to let us customize these, but that would be pretty cool. I love these. Anyway, let's check the multi-tool box over here. And it's an okay weapon. Like, there's no special upgrades on it. It's a C class, so it's not even that good of one. But it has a supercharged slot right here. But let's compare it, and let's take it. Now, I wish they would let you move your technology from one to the other. They don't let you do that. That would be awesome, but they don't. So now we have the Sentinel multi-tool. That is our current one. But remember, we just took it, so we can always switch back to our original multi-tool that has all of our upgrades and stuff on it. And if you really, really want to, I would highly recommend taking off of all of your upgrades from your old multi-tool. So if you hover over that, you can press Y if you're on Xbox, or triangle if you're on PlayStation. If you're on PC, that would be X. If you're on PC, the letter X on PC. Again, triangle on PlayStation and Y on Xbox. But you take that off and you're basically removing it, but you're holding it for later. You're storing it. So any upgrade you want to keep. So we'll do all the weapons upgrades as well. And I think that's it. That's everything we need. Maybe take the weapon out of there. Switch back over to the Sentinel multi-tool. And it did not have a weapon. Good, thank God. All right. So now we don't have enough room, obviously, because I have all this broken stuff in here. But we can install some. So Radiant Shard and that one. Let's do this. And can we do this one? Heart, Inverted Mirror, Atlantidium. We can put some of these in here, so let's do that. Let's do our Advanced Mining Beam right here. Some of our scanner upgrades, that way we can make some more money. And we have our weapons and stuff. We gotta keep this for later, I guess. Because good lord. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna have to upgrade this damn weapon. Alright. But we have our thing. The one thing I will say, the big advantage and the reason why you want to pick up a Sentinel multi-tool is that it has a hijacked laser as its mining laser, right? Which is fine. It's good. It works just like any other multi-tool. You know, if you're gonna go mine stuff. Like, let me show you the Radiant Shards as an example. Radiant Shard. So just like any other laser, it's fine. It works pretty good. It's a little bit faster, right? However, if you install a regular laser on top of that upgraded laser, the hijack laser. This is permanent, by the way. You cannot remove a mining beam once you put it in there. However, now I have 2 mining beams in here. So look how fast that is now. And the better part, look at the overheat. It does not overheat whatsoever. Look at that. It's taking forever. And with more upgrades, this thing, my main save with a fully upgraded Sentinel multi-tool, I run out of fuel before I overheat. Like, I literally have to keep recharging my multi-tool laser because I just never overheat. Like, you can just run this thing forever and it just doesn't overheat. It's crazy good. So that is the huge advantage to a Sentinel multi-tool. Huge advantage. But let's go get our crash ship. Let's go do that real fast. So our ship is right here. Let's go see what we got. Go, go, go. And it marked it over here. So this will be our crash ship, and it is 20 minutes away. So I'm going to fly out of the atmosphere for this one. Because the less air blockage you have, the faster you go. And I can also pulse drive. There we are. And is it going to be on the light side? Oh, just barely light side. Okay, I'll take that. So you can see what this thing looks like. And the more important part, what level is it? Is it an A class? Is it a B class? Is it a S class? That'd be great. Most of the time, you're going to run into C class Sentinel ships. It's just the odds are most of the time you're going to get a C class. But once in a while, you get lucky. You get like an A or a B. And then in the rare case, you'll get an S class, which is awesome. Let's see what we got. So it's a B. It's a B. That's a good one. Let's take all this stuff out of here. We need the brain. That's the most important part, is taking the brain out. So once you have the Sentinel brain, you can search for a monolith that will calm it down. It will soothe the brain. Let's move all this stuff over to my ship. That way I don't have it all clogging up my inventory. So, but before they allow you to soothe the brain... Oh, yeah, start that thing up. You need to find the pieces for it. So, we need to find this right here, which is amazing. Inverted mirror, and we need some crystals. So, we need radiant shards. So you're going to need 3 radiant shards and an inverted mirror. So the thing we saw in the resonators earlier, that's what we need. So I'm a good ways away from this. 165. Yeah, Celia, I'm at 165. They can't see me. Now, if you shoot the Sentinels, they can see you. So keep that in mind. You want to be careful and don't shoot the Sentinel. But if you're far enough away, you're over 150 units away, they can't find you. Oh, yeah, they just flew over here and they eventually found me. That's okay. I got it. We're good. I'll just run away and get some more radiant shards, which is right next to another. Oh, my God. Really? Well, let's take these guys out, I guess. There's 2 of them over here. And broken. Inverted mirrors. Done. Get some more radiant shards. And there's a big old thing of... big old patch of sodium here. I'll take all of this. Look at that. That looks beautiful. That yellow glow. All right, so we have all the materials we need. We have our radiant shards. We have our inverted mirrors. So now we need to fire off this brain. Probe the subconscious with X if you're on Xbox, square if you're on PlayStation. And it will show us the location to calm it down. Basically, the Sentinel ship is made to attack you. We need to basically convince it to like us and allow us to control the ship. Where did my ship go? 28 minutes away. I'm not flying. I'm not walking that. So I'll fly that direction. So we got to go back over here to our normal ship. Make sure we scan all the animals that we haven't scanned yet, because we still have that milestone to do. 125. I'll take it. Oh, yeah. Speaking of that, we can use some of these to unlock the upgrades in here. Crystallized heart. We can't do that one. Atlantidium. And this one is Atlantidium and inverted mirror. All right, so now we can kind of get rid of some more of these. That way we can make more room. Beautiful. It's weapon. So the only thing left we have to put in our multi-tool is our weapon, so that's fine. The other thing you want to check is the scrap heap behind the ships. Sometimes they have really good stuff, like, you know, runaway mold. That's pretty good for nanites, right? So speaking of that, we do need to get some nanites going. So, oh, move that out of there. We're going to get 14 nanites out of that. You can, keep in mind, you can refine some of the items on these corrupted planets and get some nanites as well. So if you want to, throw in some radiant shards and you'll get nanites from that as well. Very, very easy, fast way. 1 equals 50. That's almost like a larval core. So yeah, definitely worth it, I think. It takes a little bit longer to refine it, but highly, highly worth it. Absolutely. Keep in mind, though, you do need to have some of those things like the inverted mirror and the radiant shards. You need that to basically claim these Sentinel ships. So don't go crazy with it. Don't go bonkers with it, because we still need some of those materials. However, they're all over the place. You're tripping over all this stuff. So for me, it's worth it to kind of get that one done. Because there is a milestone to collect. I believe it's 1,400 nanites, which is not a lot, but when basically they don't give you a lot of items to get nanites from, you got to find your own. So here's the monolith down here. Radiant shards right next to it. Yes. So we can always grab some more since we already refined all our other ones. So let's soothe the brain really fast. Basically, you're just putting the brain into the monolith and it calms it down. It connects the brain to you. That way you're both one, so it accepts you. But while we're here, we need to get our radiant shards. Boom, boom, boom. Get some more of the Atlantidium. Now, the other thing to keep in mind is the Sentinel ships, they don't use traditional fuel for like their hyperdrive and all that kind of stuff. They will use other fuels like radiant shards. They will use pugnium. They will use Atlantidium. So keep that in mind. You're going to need to farm up a whole bunch of this. If you want to switch over to the Sentinel ship like I'm going to do, you want to spend some time farming up the materials because you're going to need this for fuel for later on. Actually, we got to fly it. Let's get back up in here. And get all this done in easy peasy. Did I scan you yet? I did. Okay, I scanned you. You weird looking animal. Let's get into our ship. And again, we're going to fly out in the atmosphere. That way I can just pulse drive over to it and not take 20 minutes to go to it. I can just do, oh, God, or just do that. Way too far. Go down here and we'll have a new ship. And it's a B class. My current ship is a C. It doesn't have very much room. So that's another reason why I kind of want to get into a Sentinel ship early. I haven't upgraded my ship, so it's not really a big loss when I switch over. Like, if you wait too long and you have a lot of upgrades on your ship, it's going to be kind of a pain. I mean, upgrades as in, like, inventory space. So before we switch over, what I will recommend is, just like we did for our multi-tool, take out the technology that you want to keep. However, you can't take out, like, photon cannon. You need to have a weapon in there. You can't take out the shields. You can take out the upgrades, but you cannot take out the specific thing for it. So I can't take out, like, my pulse engine. I can't take out my launch thruster. Those are required for a ship to operate. That's why you can't remove those. But we can do everything else. All the upgrades, good to go. All the extras, good to go. So let's take this one. And look at all that extra room we got. Beautiful. We're going to get all that. And it has an economy scanner on it. That's good. So, by default, they just show you the technology, which kind of sucks. But if you hit left and right on the D-pad, it switches between pages. And then you can just quick transfer all the items that are in your general inventory. That way, that's why we put it all in there, so we can just fast swap it all over. So there you go. So now everything's going to be in here. Claim it. This is our ship. And there's our Restore to Crash ship milestone. Let's jump in here. And before we take off, let's start organizing this a little bit. So we're going to put this down here. These are just things that we don't need upgrades for. Anti-gravity, that's our launch thruster. That's our shield. This is our hyperdrive. So we want to do our hyperdrive here. This will be our engine, and those are our weapons. So, launch thruster right here. Drive right there. That's for my multi-tool. There we are. Hyperdrive in here. Hyperdrive in there. Teleport receiver. And this is all my weapons for my multi-tool, so we'll just move it all down here so I don't get confused again. Doesn't mean I won't, but, you know, try to help me out a little bit. There we go. So now we have extras. So we can... Again, you want to keep some of these for later on, your nanites. But we can refine some of them, and we're up to 924. So if we get out and look around a little bit, I bet you can find some more crystals. And we can use those for fuel, or if we want to just run them for nanites, either way. Ooh, 10 salvage glass. You serious? I'll take that. That is a really good find in that junk. It is really worth it to go to a corrupted planet just for the junk that's all spread around. The harmonic scrap is what they call it. It's basically just junk that's stuck in a planet. But they could have some really good things in it. I'm not finding any crystals at all? Come on now. There they are. Let's get some of these crystals going. I believe we have our multi-tool almost all done. We just need 2 crystallized hearts. And then, well, we have Atlantidium, so let's do that real fast. Good to go on that. There we go. We'll do this. We'll put that in there. That way it's more powerful. There we go. Look how fast that's just blowing through all of this. Beautiful. All right, I think we're good on this. Oh, yeah, we need to claim our reward for fixing a crashed ship. There it is. We're going to get a hyperdrive upgrade ×2 and launch thruster upgrade for our ship. Well, I will take that. So let's call in our ship. You know what? We're good. We're going to call that thing in. And we have 2 of the A-class hyperdrive upgrades. Let's do these. And, ooh, look at that. So we'll do that and that. Now, because we're overloaded, that's what the exclamation point means. And if it's overloaded, it does not work at all. So keep that in mind. You don't get an extra like, oh, it's great. Like, no. It just doesn't work at all. So there we go. We need to fill this up. But look at that. Look at it. Number 1. It uses that fuel, but also shards. So I could do that. Same thing for like the launch thruster. Look at that. Launch thruster is not using launch fuel. Look at that. Can't use launch fuel for this. Kind of a pain. You can use Pognium. Same thing for like your shields. Same thing for like your luminance engine, your pulse engine. So yeah, just keep that in mind. We're good on that. So what's another one we can do while we're here? Whispering eggs. We can do that on any system. Drift through time and space. Excavate ancient bones. There we go. Is there a planet with ancient bones in this system? Let's look. Because that is something we can totally do. Ancient bones. Oh yeah, we need our activated copper. I almost left without it. We have ancient bones anywhere? Come on. Oh, come on. No, not that. I was going to change the first person. That way I can see these planets better. Oh, ancient bones right there. We need activated copper, though. That's the thing. I guess we're going to go down here. Ancient bones right there. That gives me a chance to move some stuff around. That way I can organize my inventory, because you guys know I love doing that. Done, done, and done. Fuel goes down here. That goes in my ship. Or my suit. My suit. This is fuel. So, that'll go in here. We need to... Don't make a rocket. We don't need a rocket. It's telling me to install a hyperdrive. That's what it's basically trying to say. It's like, hey, you need to do a hyperdrive thing. Begin the hyperdrive installation. So, once we go to a different system, it'll end that. But we need to go to another system. It doesn't know that we already have one. Over here. I just gotta remember what it looks like. Because all the Sentinel technology looks different than the normal technologies. Good, good, good. Everything's all set, ready to go. Oh yeah, we got our this thing in here. Take that out. And as far as I know, even on like it's not like a multi-tool. You can't make a hyperdrive for this. Let's go get some ancient bones. Oh dang it! I'm not used to having my my economy scanner going, so that's what's throwing me off here. Make sure everything's all filled. I was looking for some bones. Do we have any bones? Any bones? Oh, there's some bones right there. Let's go get those bones. And then we can go back to the space station one more time. Actually, we could just go to a different system. One more time. And when we get into that the space station, we could just sell all the bones we're getting. Look at all that. Oh my god, beautiful. Knocked all that out. Easy peasy. Oh, here's one ancient bone, really? Oh dang it, I don't have my my terrain manipulator. Son of a gun. I need a jelly. I can do a jelly. There we go. I didn't make my terrain manipulator. I totally forgot. Ferrite dust and... Man, that's weird. Okay. Well, we have a terrain manipulator now. It should be a... what's it called? A nanotube. But again, they're changing the recipes up because they want to mess with me. Throw me off because I've been playing No Man's Sky for way too long and the expedition is completely different. For at least for upgrades and materials and all that kind of stuff. And how, you know, what you need to install it. We got that. Should be able to... I think we only need 3. And again, anytime you want to, if you just highlight the mission, whatever you want to find, it'll tell you. Like, okay, you have 1 out of 3. So we just need 2 more bones, and we're done. 2 more bones. You don't know what you're going to get, and this is definitely being a cheap planet. Give me 1 bone at a time. Come on. Watch. This last one we find... This last one we find is going to have like 5 bones on it. Watch. In general, you'll probably get 2 to 3 bones per site. Sometimes you get really lucky and you'll find like 4, 5, or 6, and it's crazy. Other times you're gonna be like me and you're gonna just find 1. But on the average, you're gonna find between 2 and 3 bones at each site. Wait, we need to find animals. Gotta keep scanning those animals. Keep that in mind. Guess we got the 1. That's it, huh? All right. Oh, no. There you are. So this is the last one we need. No matter what, it'll be done. But let's see how bad it is. Oh, my... Yeah. See? 4 of them. 5 of them. Right here. Are you serious? Every time. I only need 1 bone, but they're going to give me 5 now. They're like, oh, he doesn't need them now? So, yeah, we'll just give him 5. We'll throw him 5 this time. You jerks. Dang it, planet. Procedural generation. All right, well, there you go. I told you. It happens like basically every time. You'll get 1, and then 1, and then you only need 1 left. You're like, oh, I only need 1, and they give you 5 or 10. And you're like, oh, my God. Are you being ridiculous here? We got all our bones. We're good on that. So let's go. We need to go. Oh, wait, we have our bones here. So we're going to get a Supreme Mining Beam upgrade and Optical Drill. Those are 2 good things for your multi-tool. definitely want to install these pretty quickly. That way I don't miss out on all this good stuff. Yes. There. I don't know if it makes a difference, but I feel better with that. So you can keep going around and doing a whole bunch more milestones here. I'm going to move on. I want to get the phase 1 done, and you need to leave the system to get phase 1 done. So I'm just going to go right over to the rendezvous number 1 right there. And we're just going to move on. We're just going to go. But again, if you just want to sail around on that in that system and kind of search all the planets, collect all the materials, you can do a ton of milestones in that beginning system. So don't feel the need to go out here like I am. Before we go down to the rendezvous, we're going to go right to the space station because I need to offload all the bones I just got, dang it, and some other stuff. I went light speed. So we're going to get a packet of seeds, base computer plans, and a planetary chart. I'll take all that. So a packet of seeds basically means now you can build any other material. So you see all those up there? It doesn't give you seeds. It just says, hey, look, you can build with these things now. So you'll notice I have no seeds in here. Anywhere, really. So let's go over here, get rid of the bones, and see if we can get some good materials from here. Get up here. Where are you at? Oh, terminal's over here. We got to sell. And then I wish they had a sell just trade items because now I have to search for all the bones. Bone here. Bone, 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 bone. Oh, thank God they're all in the same spot, it looks like. Don't need that wheat block. We don't need that. We don't need the geodesite. We don't need the Viking effigy. We don't need the dirty bronze. And we're good. Oh, we probably should check and see what we can buy from here. We need an emergency signal scanner. If you don't have the money now, you don't need to buy it now, but I would highly recommend, if you can, buy that whenever you possibly can. It's going to cost you over $1 million, so you're going to have to save up for it for sure. But it is worth it. It is worth it, worth it. There we go. Think we're good. So now we just need to go to that first rendezvous. We'll get phase 1 done. And we just walked 6,500 feet. And that is anytime you're walking. Obviously, I'm in a space station. You do not need to be on a planet. You do not need to be anywhere. As long as you're on foot walking around. I could have just sat on the space station and walked in a circle for like 20 minutes and gotten that if I really wanted to. So you don't need to be in any particular place to get your 6,000 feet walked. Let's accept that reward, though, by the way. Number 2. We're going to get prepackaged Scatter Blaster. Yes, Scatter Blaster upgrade, Shell Greaser. So they basically are giving you a weapon for later on. But I'm not going to use a Scatter Blaster. I mean, I could. Theoretically, I have no weapon in here, but I don't have any room either. So I need to upgrade this multi-tool for sure. I need to upgrade this baby because, man, that thing is really limited on space. But I'm hoping if we go to the space or the rendezvous... inventory slot. Oh, inventory for my normal inventory, not my multi-tool. Son of a gun. That's all right. We'll go down here and we'll get it. Knock this one out, then we'll go into phase 2 immediately. And hopefully we'll be near some eggs. We'll be able to knock out the eggs. Do I have any inventory room? I do. Put that in the ship. Keep that down there. So if it's next to a building, I'll be able to find my my eggs around it. So it needs to be around like an observatory or an abandoned building. They're all going to be abandoned because these are abandoned systems, but you know what I mean. Land here. I hate that I'm in a storm. I can't see anything. I'm assuming it's this direction. Oh, no, it's down here. Okay. Yeah, I can't see anything. I bet you... Oh, no. Is it up here? It's probably up there. So while we're here, we can scan for animals and plants as well if you haven't gotten those milestones done yet. The thing I hate is that it automatically gives you the target sweeper. But if you hit left and right on the D-pad, it switches back to normal mode. So like if you see an animal, switch back to normal mode. You can give it a good scan real fast. And when you leave and go back, it'll go right back into target sweeper. So it gives you kind of a little bit, it's a bit of a pain in the butt. I hate that they automatically force you. I mean, I hate the target sweeper in general, but I hate that they force you into it. They don't give you the option. And you have to default, like, move it. I bet you that's the building right there. Oh, it's an ancient ruin. Yeah, I think it's going to count, too. So, let's go this direction. Any other animals? Oh, I see a dot. Red dot means animal. Alright, I bet you that's where we need to go, right there. Well, maybe not. This way? Well, we're going to go to the ancient ruin first. Because that is one of our milestones, is to go to an ancient ruin. It's right next to the rendezvous number 1. So why not do that? Oh yeah, now it clears out. As soon as I'm almost there, it clears it out. So we have a milestone for going to 3 different ancient ruins, ancient sites. So if you can find one randomly, awesome. You're ahead of the curve on that. So that's what I'm doing. See how, it doesn't matter what you do. As long as you interact and do it, you're good. So it doesn't matter if you look for a history or language or whatever it is. You're done. You're good. Let's go in here. Where is this building? Oh, that's a big old animal. Did I scan you? I did not. Let me scan you. Oh, wait a minute. Over there. So I have scanned you, huh? There you are. Oh, look, it's an abandoned building. Good, perfect. That's what I was hoping for. I'm gonna get my my save beacon. I still don't think we need one of these, but I'm gonna use it anyway. Get my save beacon done. And now we need to get, I believe you need 6 or 9 eggs. And so rendezvous number 1, that'll do it for you. Grab that. Oh, move out of the way. Excuse me. Excuse me. And these are good for nanites as well, so definitely collect these. Get the larval cores for the milestone, but also we can refine this down into nanites and get our nanite milestone as well. Man, they are hitting me hard. Done, done. There we go. Stole 9 eggs. So we got 10 technically. Let's get inside here so I don't get murdered. All right. Oh, whippy plant. I hate that thing is always in here. All right. We're in here. We're safe. So we got our 9. Technically, I got 11. So let's do that. Rendezvous number 1. Oh, what? We're not at rendezvous number 1? Wait a minute. Why are we not at rendezvous number 1? Target's in range. Where is it? Oh, it's the shelter? Are you serious? Okay, that's kind of a jerk move. They made it the shelter and not the building, the main building. Okay, that's different. Well, we got it either way. So now we can do the rendezvous number 1. Dang it. We get our suit upgrades. There we are. And we get the phase 1 reward, which is going to be stealth paint for your ships. If you build a ship, now you have a stealth paint customization and a poster set. So there you go. That's what you get for phase 1 when you complete it. Easy peasy. Then we're on phase 2. We've already done our nest here. So we got our hazmat gauntlet. You don't need that really. The thing you need is this, the nutrient processor. We're going to need this later on to build or to bake some bread. So don't have to do it now, but we're going to definitely need to do it eventually. And we got the paralysis mortar unit. There we are. So we can install that on our multi-tool, but we don't have any room, so I'm going to get rid of that immediately because I don't need it. Call in my ship. Scan these guys because I need some more after doing phase 1 is to attempt to raise a signal. So how do we do that? We need to build a signal booster and scan for a radio tower. We need a surge battery for that. Let's do that one. Scan for transmitters. And it will mark a nearby transmitter for you, which is going to be good. Easy peasy. Oh, there's a big building right next to me. Oh, no, I'm on the building. Okay, never mind. I'm there. I just forgot where I was. All right. And we've already been to the ancient ruin down there, so we don't need to worry about that anymore. Okay, can I not turn it off? Oh, God, thank you. Thank you for that. Let's pick up our signal booster. Don't forget to pick that thing up. We're going to need to use it later on. But let's go get the hollow terminus. And I just remembered we're going to need some activated copper. Do we have that here? I don't think we have activated copper here. Let's just land here. Go, go, go. Hit the save beacon here. As the worm flies in, I love it. Oh, I need to go up the beacon. We need to activate it. Repair and activate the hollow terminus. Don't use the ladders. And we need sodium. I believe it's just sodium. Yep, or sodium nitrate, whichever one you want. And we're done. Bzzzt. The communication tower and its powerful relay sit idle. There is nothing in the log. No sign of its creator, no sign of its users. It is nothing but a lonely monument to something long forgotten. Well, we're going to transmit a signal. Bzzzt. With the power restored, I send out a signal. I wait, but without hope. There's no way to tell if it worked. No response. No confirmation. Just meaningless blast into an empty void. Let's scan for signals. Zzz. I activate a signal sweep, but there is nothing out there. No pattern, no flickering signal, just the empty noise of static. The background crackle of the universe itself. Let's boost that power. I boost the relay's power as high as it will allow, the whine and hiss of the relay building to a crescendo. Through the static, there comes the faintest trace, a thread of a signal, an anomaly. So we have an anomaly. We have something going on out there. So there is no activated copper on this planet. Let's see, is there activated copper on any of these planets? Copper, copper, activated copper right there, and regular copper. So we need activated copper before we go up there. But we've done that, so we did our first milestone here. So we got a prepackaged cloaking device and advanced ion batteries. That'll be for your ship, except for, you know, Sentinel ships. They don't use them. That's fine. And we also got our quantum foam. We earned 1,200 nanites. So we're going to get a forbidden exosuit module and forbidden multi-tool module. Yes, I'll take all of those. So there is a planet nearby that has activated copper on it. We need to do that real fast. Let's do... What are you? Come on. I need to get out of the atmosphere, think. Activated copper right there. Boom. Done. And it has uranium. However, a Sentinel ship does not use uranium for fuel. A normal ship will. So if you're running a normal ship, we're talking like a hauler or a solar ship, a shuttle, whatever, they will take uranium as fuel, but Sentinel ships do not. Again, it's kind of a pain in the butt. Sentinel ships use different fuels for a lot of different stuff. We're looking for shiny stuff on the ground, because that probably will be copper. And let's just land here. Activated copper. There you are. Done and done. So remember, we're going to need at least 100. You can, if you want extras, that's awesome. You can use that to make chromatic metal. However, you need at least 100 for the milestone. So I would say save up 100. So let's see what we get out of this. Oh yeah, we'll get double resources for this, but I also hate the extreme storms because they're a pain in the butt. We got 118. That's all we really need. So let's call my ship in and get the heck out of here. We can scan some. Oh, well, they have butterflies on this planet. Are you serious? Or dragonflies, if you want to be more specific. Dragonflies, man. We need to get our animals. I just remembered. And I don't see any more red dots. I'm out of here. Sorry, guys. I like the butterflies, but I'm not gonna take one. I know. We're out of here. We're out. Let's go to the space anomaly now. Let's get that done real fast. Here we are. Let's go to seek the answers at the space anomaly. We got so much stuff going on in here. My God. Don't need that. Oh yeah, we can refine these into nanites. Don't know why we'd need them, but we can. Don't refine that activated copper. We need to keep it. So if we walk around here, we need to explore the anomaly. But you'll notice something. There's nothing around. There's nobody here. There's nobody here. And I believe if you try to talk to Nada, look at this. Polo's gone, and Nada is turned off. What the hell is going on this space anomaly? I think that's a glitch. You're not supposed to be active. You're supposed to be turned off. No. Oh, he's like, oh yeah, I forgot. The robotic entity is frozen, an empty shell. They possess all the trappings of existence, but emits nothing but static. The entity, like the station itself, seems at once deeply alien and yet deeply familiar. An old friend? A home? Or just another void? Like the Void Mother. So yeah, he's not supposed to come alive and do that. He kind of glitched out there for a second. But yeah, we have to go over here. And we have a signal echo over here. Prime terminal located. No authorization detected. Secondary simulation protected. This terminal, like the station itself, feels so designed, so deliberate. It was cared for, but it is nearly as empty and abandoned as everything else. Nearly, but not quite. A cursor blinks on the terminal screen. A question looking for an answer. Something is listening, even if it's just a machine. Well, I'm going to request access. Come on. I type several commands into the terminal, but receive nothing but static in return. But as I remove my hands from the input, something flickers. A small data packet. A set of plans for a device called the Mind Arc. Someone, or something, must have uploaded this data. Their final act? They must have wanted it to be found. So now we need to make a Mind Arc, and I don't... I don't have the Atlantidium. I remember we said we needed to keep the Hypnotic Eye. That's what it's for. But I did not farm up enough Atlantidium. I did not take enough Atlantidium. So we need to go back to a corrupted planet. But we're not going to do that now. We will do that in the next episode because I screwed up. So I will see you guys then. Dang it!